What many theists argue when confronting atheists and trying to justify why they should believe in a God is that they ask what their purpose in life is. Why are they here? Why does this world exist? Who created the universe? Honestly, is there any meaning behind the question itself? As Richard Dawkins puts it out, in a universe of electrons and selfish genes, blind physical forces and genetic replication, some people are going to get hurt. Other people are going to get lucky, and you won't find any rhyme or reason in it, nor any justice. There's no substance in the question, because when it comes down to the relations and reactions between the tiny molecules that make us, it just happens. What we know is that the rulings simply work like this. Something can choose to exist, or choose not to exist. But alright, let's assume this question makes perfect sense and there is a simple answer to it. Let us ask the purpose of a bed. Easy, for beings to sleep in. Let's ask the purpose of a carpet, for decoration and for comfort when walking on the floor. Now the purpose of a bin, to contain wastage dealt by humans to be later disposed of. Cranes are for lifting very heavy objects to make buildings, pens exist to draw and write. They're all simple answers primary school kids can guess. Notice how all these things are man-made. Now let's make a chain. The sink is used to dispense water. Water is used to wash dishes. Washing dishes is done to make them clean so that they can be used again. Why must they be used again? For the sake of the humans who want a container for their food. Why must they have a container? So that they can eat. What is the purpose of eating? To gain energy for humans to survive in life. What is the purpose of that? Asking the purpose of life is like conducting the why game. Just like that, you get to a dead end. In fact, I think if you ask for the purpose of just about anything with a seemingly simple answer, and then work your way down, you'll get to some deep existential question. Know that if every man-made object's purpose eventually leads off to an existential crisis, that means humans are ultimately making and doing things without any real purpose. Whoa. Let's ask ourselves a slightly harder question. What is the purpose of flowers? There is a simple answer to the purpose for every organ of the flower. For example, the petals. Big, colorful petals are there to attract insects for pollination. Seeds are there to plant and grow, so that the flower can reproduce. Nectar is there for the bees to take so that they can make food for themselves. We can easily see here that each organism, the flower and the bee, have helped each other out and are surviving because of each other. The answer to the purpose of this survival can easily be to help the entire ecosystem out, so that every plant and insect flourishes in levels of population and versatility. That is, if we consider the concept of evolution, whereby traits that help the organism adapt are taking place as more generations pass down. Another purpose the flower imposes is to exist and successfully reproduce for the benefit of this ecosystem. Okay, so we have a steady growth and progression of an ecosystem. So what? Ecosystems help other ecosystems, so on a larger scale of things, the world helps itself out to develop and flourish as a whole. Everyone is happy. We can put this into human perspective. Our purpose of living is to help others the best we can, so that the entire world benefits from the little contributions we make when we work together in a society. Our aims to improve this purpose are to increase the life expectancies, so that individuals can do more when they've more time, find cures to diseases, find ways to decrease world starvation, and make ourselves the best we can. And that's exactly what we're doing. So why is it that people still ask our purpose in life? Well, they just go a level deeper. So what? We have a flourishing and developing world, filled with organisms living and helping each other to survive. What does that mean in the larger scale of things? As far as we're concerned, nothing really. We're just a bunch of working systems floating around a vast expanse of space on a spherical blue dot. We're too insignificant to do anything outside our blue dot, except to send people and objects into space to satisfy our curiosities about what lies beyond. Basically, science is working on an answer to your questions, theists. Most people decide to stick with their purpose as helping others and ourselves to get along in this world. At least those people who continuously question and push the limits are working on it. They're conducting experiments, testing hypotheses, putting effort into finding the answers, and ultimately keep asking questions. They don't just sit on their answers all day and accept a spiritual being that could have potentially been entirely made up by humans, as it has practically no proof of existence.